complete.
The
Complete
bill
kariye. Manya
also
Sadasya,
makes
please
no
complete
mention
kariye.
of protecting the rights of indigenous, tribal or local communities who live in oil-rich regions like Assam, Gujarat, Jharkhand has already shown. The large scale of oil exploration has resulted in forced displacement, land grabbing, and destruction of biodiversity. Section 9 are highly unfair towards small and medium scale oil operators. The bill imposes a fixed penalty of rupees 25 lakhs for violating Section 4A or Section 6A, along with an additional fine of 10 lakhs per day for continuing non-completion.
माननीय सदस्य
Sir,
DM Katir ji.
allowing oil corporation to dominate the oil sector. Madam, just 1 minute. And the major concern is the amendment section 5, which now allows the central government to make new rules, extend petroleum leases and renewal licenses. And the bill also completely contradicts India's climate goals. While India has committed to achieving net zero carbon emission by 2070, the bill promotes longer lease periods, automatic renewals without environmental reassessment, and carbon capture, utilization and storage, which
माननीय
only
सदस्य
increase
DM
fossil
Katir ji.
fuel exploration. Madam, my constituency.
बोलिए माननीय सदस्य, please.
Let her conclude.
Let her conclude, sir.
Let her conclude.
1 minute, madam. 1 minute, let her conclude.
नहीं मैम नहीं.
One line only, madam. One line, Magali.
एक
One line, madam, one line. Ashok Nagar oil field was discovered in 2018 by Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. This is the first oil field in West Bengal and West India. And the
आपको 2 मिनट मिलेंगे
pipeline
बस.
from Jagdishpur Holdia Dhamra project, I would like to know from.
Thank you.
हो गया माननीय सदस्य,
Chairman,
please
madam.
बैठिए.
Today I stand before you to address the Oil Fields Regulation and Amendment Bill 2024. This bill is brought into the bill is a timely and a transformative measure to modernize our regulatory framework for oil and gas exploration. However, we embrace progress. We must remain mindful of the regional and ecological impacts and the resource extraction. Sir, it broadens the definition of mineral oils to include naturally occurring hydrocarbons such as coal bed methane, shale gas, and shale oil. This expansion aligns with the global best practices and encourages innovation in previously untapped areas. Agreed. Bill replaces the outdated mining lease with more comprehensive petroleum lease, ensuring that our regulation reflects the evolving nature of the industry. Bill also empowers the central government to make rules on critical matters like the environmental protection, emission reduction, and the conservation of mineral oils. Additionally, it decriminalizes certain provisions of the Act, replacing criminal penalties with the adjudication mechanism to foster a business-friendly environment. These changes represent a paradigm shift towards a sustainable and efficient resource management. However, alongside these merits, we must address the pressing issues of tungsten hydrocarbon mining in Tamil Nadu. The biodiversity-rich Melur region of Madurai, a proposed site of tungsten mining, is facing significant opposition from local communities and environmental activities. This region, home to rare flora and fauna, has been declared a biodiversity heritage site, and any mining activity here could result in irreparable ecological damage. Similarly, hydrocarbon mining projects proposed in Gulf of Mannar, a biodiversity hotspot, poses a severe risk to fragile ecosystem, marine life, and livelihoods of our coastal communities. The lack of prior consultation with the Tamil Nadu government before initiating these projects has raised valid concerns.
Yes.
In this context, I must condemn the commend the vital role played by our Tamil Nadu Chief Minister DMK Stalin in addressing these issues. His proactive leadership and unwavering commitment to protecting the state's natural heritage and the livelihoods of its people have been exemplary. Our CM Stalin, sir, has consistently voiced his opposition to these projects, emphasizing the ecological and socio-economic risk involved. He wrote to the Prime Minister urging the central government to halt these initiatives and reconsider their impact on Tamil Nadu's fragile ecosystem. His efforts have also included passing the unanimous resolution in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly and engaging with the local communities to address their concern. To ensure equitable and transparent decision making, I have some suggestions for the ministry. For a mandatory state consensus, a legal framework should be established, require explicit no objection certificate from the state government before initiating mining exploration projects. This would guarantee the states that having a decisive role in approving projects that impact the regions. Madam, this is a very important suggestion. I want to give it to the ministry. Madam, I have to conclude, madam, please. For a transparent process, we must make all project details, including environmental impact assessment and community feedback, accessible to the state authorities and public. Strengthen environmental safeguards by redefining project boundaries to exclude biodiversity-rich areas and implement strict environmental regulations to prevent ecological damage. Community engagement by actively involve local communities in the decision-making process to address their concerns and protect their livelihoods. For independent oversight, we should establish an independent regulatory body to oversee mining projects, ensuring compliance with the environmental and social norms with the state participation. Speaker, sir, and honorable members, this bill and the issues it encompasses reminds us that our path to the progress must be both inclusive and responsible. While we harness the potential of our natural resources to drive economic growth, we must also safeguard the environment and empower the communities that depend on it. Let us therefore strive to build a future where development and sustainability go hand in hand. I urge upon the Union Minister to consider the above said mentioned considerations and join me in advocating for an industrial development approach that is fair, transparent and forward thinking. Thank you.
माननीय सदस्य टी कृष्णा प्रसाद जी.
Thank you, madam, for giving me the opportunity to speak on the debate over oil fields regulation and amendment bill 2024. Madam Speaker, I stand to support this bill and offer my opinions and suggestions on this crucial piece of legislation. As we move on